For latest updates and short audio clips, follow us on Instagram, Reading the Author.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast Reading the Author, a unique show where we read authors' mind and not their book. Meanwhile, I truly believe and pray that you and your families are completely safe and healthy as well. Today we have Shreyan Laha sir with us, the author of 6 books. Thank you so much sir for coming on our show. We are highly grateful कि आप हमारे show पर आए.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So sir, before we get into the podcast and know much more about your book, I would request you to please introduce yourself so that our listeners can know much more about you and anything related to your journey, your childhood, your journey of becoming an author would be great.
All right. So, hi everyone. My name is Shreyan Laha and I am from Jamshedpur, basically in Jharkhand. I was born and brought up over there. For the first, till class 12, I studied in Loyola School, and then I did my BCom from Odisha, that is Ravenshaw College, and subsequently MBA from Xavier University, Bhubaneswar. Then after that, I forayed into the banking sector, that is a company called Samunati Financial. I worked there for a while. After quitting Samunati, After quitting Samunati, in terms of career, I did a few freelance projects, and then currently I'm in Indian Railways. That's the job aspect of my life. And talking about books, I started writing novels in 2013. That's it about me from this standpoint.
Okay, so
anything else?
So can you share with us when was that that first thought just stuck in your mind कि अब मुझे एक book लिखनी चाहिए या अब मुझे एक book लिखना ही है, when was that first time?
It happened in 2009 or 10, I guess. In 2009 I wrote I used to write normally. First I started with writing articles in local newspapers. For example, I started in Hindi, English. I used to write both in Prabhat Khabar or in those days there used to be a supplement in Telegraph called Telekids. So I submitted my 2 of my articles over there. So started from there, and then my most famous article, the article for which I got confidence to write a book was Following Our National Birds. It's still available. The blog for which I wrote, it's deleted, original blog in 2009. It's subsequently available in Readomania right now. In 2014 it was republished. So from when I wrote that article, and it subsequently got more clicks even from celebrities at that point of time. Even I don't remember who, but it was a person. It was a celebrity from a Gujarati film industry, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, so that was a kind of shocker for me. Shocker as well as that something which galvanized my spirit to write further. I then started writing my first book, Adventures Beyond Existence, which was published in 2013. Now that book was what should I say? It was like a childhood dream. I kept writing and writing. I never realized the nitty-gritties of the publishing industry. I submitted it and it got published. And I didn't know what to do with the book later on. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, please.
Nothing else, but then I wrote Never Again. That is my second book. And both these books are not science fiction books. But the first book was about a paranormal romance, and the second one was about these 2 books are largely childhood fantasies. It was about a person who is getting a second chance at life. For example, a person who is from Nazi Germany coming to India, and then he's living as a recluse and then dying. So at some point of time, it was just out of childish fantasy. I didn't have any political or social knowledge at that point of time when I wrote these books. And then I decided to read further and get into, the crux of into much more literary aspects. For example, I read across genres, and then I found, no, this science fiction fits me appropriately. This is a genre where people have it's underexplored in India at least.
True. Okay, so as we know, sir, that the books are released and they're performing really well, but sir, there must be some sort of people, who will try to explore the books and try to read them after listening to this podcast. So for them, like from a reader's perspective, what they can expect, like, can you give us some insights of the books?
Sure. I would like to talk about my first sci-fi book. It was my first break as a novel. That the name of the book is Not Worth Living For, because I wrote this book after I was going through a lot of philosophical stuff, from Machiavelli's Prince to Nietzsche and all the philosophical stuff. So I was in a quite skeptical frame of mind while I wrote this novel. And along with that, I had also read science fiction authors, like classic science fiction authors, like from the kind of H.G. Wells to Isaac Asimov, chiefly, especially War of the Worlds and the Foundation series, first book, Foundation. So this book, Not Worth Living For, it's about two girls, that is Ishita and Shweta. They both live in two different parallel worlds, and they have parallel existence. One is living in Mumbai while living her normal day-to-day college life. That is Ishita, and Shweta lives in a different dimension altogether. So it's about how both these girls' lives are interconnected. Not Worth Living For. I didn't expect 100 reviews on this book. I got it at the end of the day. So that happened, and that gave me confidence to write another book, that is A Year Without Summer. There's an interesting thing about A Year Without Summer. It's about there was actually a year in the world which did not have any summer season at all. The year was 1816, and the reason is, in 1815 December, a volcano exploded with the capacity of 16 times more than the most powerful nuclear detonation that ever happened. And there was so much clouds all around the world that the sun never shone for another year. Even places like Chennai had temperatures like -3 degrees, and it's recorded. You can still find an article on Hindu.
Okay.
The English were about to return that year. So that is but unfortunately the Madras revolts happened, and then the English stayed back. So it's about a story from that year. A guy living in that year, facing difficulties in India, while at the same time, billions of years later, a number of things happen, which is obviously unknown to this simple lad from 1816. Now, this is again the main aspect of this 1816 is how dreams matter. Over here, the key difference between the last novel, that is Not Worth Living For, and this one was that it emphasized more on dreams. Okay. And subsequently, as times go by, we have a change of mind. I grew more positive in my outlook instead of being skeptical. So I wrote the sequel to Not Worth Living For. That is A Tiny Reason to Live, which is a jump sequel to that book. Okay. For Not Worth Living For. And then currently my book is Virtually Lost, which has another different storyline. That's my fourth book.
ओके ओके सो सर जैसा कि पिछले 8 सालों में आपने 6 बुक्स लिख डाली, सो इट डजंट
हाँ हाँ
सीम्स कि आप रुकने वाले हैं. सो व्हाट्स नाउ इन द पाइपलाइन, लाइक व्हाट्स अपकमिंग नेक्स्ट? आप अभी किसी और जॉनरा में ट्राई करना चाह रहे हैं, एक्सपेरिमेंट करना चाह रहे हैं खुद के साथ, या यू वांट टू कंटिन्यू एंड लाइक व्हाट्स अपकमिंग नेक्स्ट?
नहीं नहीं, कंटिन्यू तो मैं इसी में करने वाला हूँ, साइंस फिक्शन, क्योंकि फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट आई ट्राइड ऑल अदर जॉनरास बिफोर कमिंग इनटू दिस वन. मेरे को लगा ही था कि मतलब दूसरे जॉनरास में मतलब मेरा राइटिंग स्टाइल उस जॉनरा में फिट बैठता है कि नहीं, ये भी तो देखना पड़ता है ना. तो दैट इज द एस्पेक्ट, बिकॉज व्हेनेवर आई राइट आई टेंड टू एक्सप्लेन अ लॉट मोर देन the average romance author, for example. डिस्क्रिप्टिव स्टाइल हो जाता है मेरा राइटिंग का. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर कोई रूम को डिस्क्राइब किए, उसका रूम के दीवारों का पेंट कैसा है, कौन से कोने में एक ये है नेल पड़ा हुआ है, एवरीथिंग. दिस इज मोर डिटेल. द मोर drawn you are towards detailing, the more you must take up challenging tasks like writing science fiction or fantasy. That's what I believe. और रुकने वाला तो अभी फिलहाल कोई देखता हूँ आगे क्या प्लान बनता है. Right now I do not have any further plans to write any books or whatsoever for a specific period of time. Obviously लिखूंगा.
Okay. And how do you see yourself as a personal brand, sir? Like, there are many authors who want to, create a certain impact on their readers' mind. कि अगर कोई उनकी बुक पढ़े या उनका अगर कोई नाम देखे आज से 2-3 साल बाद, तो उनके माइंड में एक सर्टेन चीज स्ट्राइक होगी, अच्छा ये ऑथर है तो इनकी बुक ऐसी होगी. तो जैसा कि आपने बताया कि आप साइंस फिक्शन में ही आप कंटिन्यू करना चाहते हैं, स्टिल लाइक व्हाट सॉर्ट ऑफ आप वो जो सडन एक इम्पैक्ट होता है, एक सडन थॉट होता है, वो आप क्या मतलब पहुंचाना चाहते हैं रीडर्स तक?
टू बी ऑनेस्ट, मैंने ऐसा कुछ सोचा नहीं है इसके बारे में. राइट, मैंने कुछ सोचा नहीं है कि मैं क्या ब्रांड बनाऊंगा. बट देन आई हैव वन थिंग क्लियर इन माइंड, एंड दैट इज टू लेट द रीडर एक्सपीरियंस व्हाट माय थॉट पैटर्न्स आर लाइक. ऑलराइट, फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर मैं अपना डे टू डे लाइफ से अगर क्या बताऊं मैं, देखो साइंस फिक्शन में रिलेटिविलिटी कम होता है. ऑलराइट, for example, when you see a lot of normal novels and all these things, there is something you can relate to the novel. For example, you can relate to the character जो प्यार में पड़ रहा है और फिर धोखा खा रहा है. True. ये सब साइंस फिक्शन में नहीं होता. अगर मैं बोलूं कि some person is from another dimension and this person has this characteristics, you have to create the entire world for the person. तो उस इंसान को मतलब किस तरह से, so I want to be remembered as a person who can, I mean, who is proficient at world building. All right, this is my prime objective. I focus more and more on world building. That is how I would like to be remembered as.
जो अपने कैरेक्टर से ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करवा सकता है, right?
As a brand, I haven't thought of it.
Okay. So, sir, my next question to you of this podcast is like, after the first lockdown, numbers of authors are getting increased day by day. Like, अगर देखा जाए तो हर हफ्ते, more than hundreds of books are being published. Publishing भी बहुत easy हो गई है nowadays. Self-publishing, Kindle publishing, बहुत सारी चीजें आ गई हैं. So in that aspect, sir, what sort of competition do you feel in this industry? Like आप तो लॉकडाउन से बहुत पहले के, और आपको भी बहुत प्लान है आपके पास. So what sort of competition? Like a sort of neck to neck competition, या फिर आप उन लोगों में से हैं जो सोचते हैं कि क्रिएटिविटी में कोई competition नहीं होता है, every book will find its own readers and something like that. What's your take on this?
See, it depends on genre to genre ना. मतलब जैसे साइंस फिक्शन हो गया, देखो आई एम थैंकफुल इनफ टू रिसीव सो मेनी रिव्यूज. अगर तो या फिर मतलब एटलीस्ट पीपल हैविंग अ लुक एट माय बुक. There are so many authors who even family members do not buy their books.
So true.
Romance में मतलब it's not that I am demeaning romance, because at the end of the day, romance and all this fantasy, not fantasy, mythology genre, these two outsell science fiction by a large margin.
True.
All right. But there are authors who begin their career and then they are, I mean, they are, what should I say, there is no clear path, if I may say. There is no clear path for such authors, and to be honest, even I was thinking something on those lines. All right, when I was not receiving my any reviews or any what should I say, any readers,
promotions,
so कोई भी नहीं मिल रहा था. Then I was thinking in this sort, and then I came to the conclusion of 3-4 things. That is, 1, build your own niche. ठीक है, तो मेरा जैसे साइंस फिक्शन हो गया. सेकंड इज एक पर्टिकुलर ग्रुप ऑफ रीडर्स एक बेस होना चाहिए. ठीक है, दैट इज द सेकंड पार्ट. थर्ड पार्ट इज दैट यू मस्ट नो व्हाट्स योर फोर्टे. मतलब अगर कोई ये से ऑडियंस से रिलेट कर पा रहा है बहुत अच्छी तरह से, तो ऐसे नहीं क्या सोचना चाहिए कि मतलब ऑडियंस बहुत सारे ऑथर्स है, या फिर देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड अबाउट दिस थिंग्स. बिकॉज सी, इवन आई हैव रिटन ऑन पैरेलल डायमेंशंस. मेरे पहले मतलब वेस्टर्न ऑथर्स भी काफी सारे पैरेलल डायमेंशंस पे लिख चुके हैं. इट्स अबाउट हाउ यू मेक दैट थिंग यूनिक. ऑलराइट, फॉर एग्जांपल इंट्रोवर्ट्स पे कोई स्टोरी लिखा, तो इंट्रोवर्ट्स पे पीपल डील विद प्रॉब्लम्स सच एज हाउ टू what should I say,
how to cope up with people or something like that.
No, how to face day to day situations where it feels like everything is being thwarted upon you. समझ रहे हो ना
जी.
तो ऐसे ये सबके सभी इंट्रोवर्ट के लिए कॉमन है, लेकिन मतलब वो छोटा फाइनर जो एस्पेक्ट्स है, सुबह उठ के ऐसा लगता है कि लाइट बहुत जोर से शाइन कर रही है, ठीक है, या फिर मतलब ये सब छोटा छोटा डिटेलिंग, फोकस ऑन डिटेलिंग. मतलब आई बिलीव डिटेलिंग इज व्हाट मेक्स द ऑथर व्हाट ही इज. दैट व्हाट आई बिलीव. वहां पे कंसंट्रेट करने से, जितना डिटेल्स में कंसंट्रेट करेंगे उतना हम लोग अपना क्राफ्ट में आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे, एंड मोर द कंपटीशन वोंट मैटर टू अस.
ओके. सो सर, लाइक आप 2030 आपने बताया कि 9-10 जब आप 2009-10 से आप लिख रहे थे, फिर 2013 में आपने फर्स्ट बुक पब्लिश की. तब से लेके सर अभी तक में व्हाट्स योर राइटिंग शेड्यूल? लाइक आप डेली कुछ घंटे डिवोट करते हैं अपनी राइटिंग को, या फिर कभी कोई थॉट आया तो फोन में या डायरी में लिख लिया, फिर बाद में बैठ के लिखते हैं? लाइक हाउ डज इट गोज विद यू?
लेटर मतलब कभी थॉट आ गया तो मैं ऑब्वियसली मैं अपना मोबाइल का नोट्स में लिख देता हूँ, एंड देन सब्सिक्वेंटली आई डेवलप द प्लॉट. और मेरा कोई एज यूजुअल शेड्यूल नहीं है लिखने का, ऑल्दो आई एम ट्राइंग टू क्रिएट अ शेड्यूल एंड आई एम ट्राइंग टू स्टिक टू दिस वीकेंड शेड्यूल, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली वीकडेज में बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर तो रहता ही है जॉब का.
So sir, like as of now we have talked about your book, about your journey, about your vision and everything. Now coming to your personal life, can you share with us like what was the most happiest moment of life? Like there must be many, but if you can share any single one with us, then that would be really great.
Happiest moment, right? Happiest moment, क्या बताऊँ, मतलब when I won the Rajiv Gandhi Youth Literary Award in 2014, it was one moment. And secondly, मतलब obviously जब बैंकिंग के जॉब छोड़ने के बाद I released my Not Worth Living For, and at that time I was what should I say, I was doing freelancing. Okay, so just because of that simple tag MBA from XIMB, I was getting paid a lot more than usual authors who are maybe who are struggling for job or who are doing it for their CV. So I was getting paid more, but I was not getting that reach through any articles I had written for my clients. Suddenly my book Not Worth Living For drops, and people start to buy the book, people appreciate it, people tell me that this is what we love. So that book provided a good break for me. बाकी ऐसे गुड मोमेंट्स तो बहुत सारे हैं अपने चाइल्डहुड फ्रेंड्स के साथ.
डेफिनेटली. Okay. So sir, like it's one of my personal question जो कि मैं पूछना चाहूँगा, जैसे कि आपने बताया कि आपने बैंकिंग जॉब छोड़ी, फिर आपने फ्रीलांसिंग करी, फिर उसके बाद आप रेलवेज में आए. सो लाइक व्हाट वाज दैट वन थिंग जो आपको हमेशा मोटिवेट करती रही आगे बढ़ने के? लाइक देयर आर मेनी पीपल जो कि एक जगह अगर कुछ कंफर्टेबल पा जाते हैं, कोई किसी भी एक पोजीशन पर रहते हैं, तो वो वहाँ पे स्टिक हो जाते हैं या वो आगे बढ़ने की नहीं सोचते. बट इन योर केस व्हाट्स दैट वन थिंग जो आपको मोटिवेट करती रही आगे बढ़ने के लिए? एंड बिसाइड दैट आपने फिर राइटिंग भी स्टार्ट कर दी, आपने इतने सारे बुक्स लिख डाली. सो प्लीज शेयर अबाउट दैट.
I believe there should be a safety net. See, I'm not a risk taker. अगर risk taker होता तो मैं रेलवे का जॉब भी नहीं करता. I would have dedicated fully my life to writing and taking up new clients, better clients, and then showing a solid gold CV to them, and then selling more and more of my books and getting full time into writing. If that was the case, I wouldn't even have taken up a job. There should be a safety net. Many people make this mistake of not having a safety net in their lives. All right, safety net is necessary so that you fall back. If things don't work, you can fall back to the your original job and then reassess. And even successful authors who are full-time writers, even they stress on having both more than one incomes. That is necessary. This is what I feel.
Okay. And sir, like, do you feel stressed while releasing of a book? Like, let's say अगर कल बुक रिलीज होने वाली है, तो आज आपके माइंड में क्या चलता रहता है? आप स्ट्रेस रहते हैं या फिर कोई माइलस्टोन सेट करते हैं कि चलो मुझे इतने लोग जानते हैं, इतनी ऑडियंस पहले से है, तो बुक को इतना सेल करना होगा? लाइक व्हाट वाज गोइंग इन द माइंड एट दैट टाइम?
स्ट्रेस तो तब करते हैं जब नॉवेल लिखते हैं. मतलब माय थॉट प्रोसेस इज लाइक दिस. जब नॉवेल लिखते हैं देन आई एम एट माय बेस्ट. तब मेरे ऊपर सबसे स्ट्रेस होता है कि अच्छा ये मेरे रीडर्स ये पढ़ेंगे तो ये लगेगा. रीडर्स अगर इफ माय रीडर्स आर नॉट गेटिंग इनटू नॉट गेटिंग एनीथिंग, how should I better explain it to the readers? For example, there is an aspect in my novel Virtually Lost about a religion called Jupiterists. Okay. तो Jupiterists लोग अपने आप को ये religion इतना advanced है, they believe that they are the true and ultimate, because according to them God के 4-5 definitions होते हैं. A God protects us. Jupiter also, the planet, protects us from asteroids. Okay. Then it should have a long history. Jupiter का भी long history है. कोई भी इतिहास उठा के देख लो, अपना हिंदू इतिहास ही उठा के देख लो, ग्रीक, रोमन, कोई भी जुपिटर का मेंशन है. तो ऐसे 4-5 पॉइंट्स है जो which makes Jupiterists the strong, what should I say, most formidable religion in future in this novel Virtually Lost. तो वो किस तरह से मतलब जो ऑडियंस को एक बार एक्सप्लेन करके दिखा दिया है, जिसको मतलब क्या बताऊं, ये एक्सप्लेन करना एक तरह का प्रेशर रहता है. So while writing the book, I have the pressure on me, but while releasing the book, the pressure is on the publisher. In fact, the pressure is more on the publisher. And after the book is released, it's more like 50-50.
True. Okay. So as of now, sir, what's your current mental state like as an author, as a person? What are the things which you are focusing upon as of now today?
As of today?
No, as of now in life, like what are the things which you are focusing?
Currently, I am just focusing to expand to reach out to more people so that they know my works, like this one. Currently जो अभी लिखा Virtually Lost novel, या फिर मेरे पुराने novels जो भी हो गए, Not Worth Living for Time, Reason to Live, Year Without Summer, all of those. Okay. And I'm just aiming to reach more and more people at this point. I think.
Okay, sir. And my last question to you of this podcast would be, sir, like what are your advices for the upcoming authors? Like बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग होंगे जो आपका ये पॉडकास्ट सुनने के बाद लिखना शुरू करेंगे, या उनका फर्स्ट ड्राफ्ट उन्होंने लिखा होगा बट अभी तक उन्होंने भेजा नहीं होगा पब्लिशर के पास, तो उनके लिए आपकी क्या एडवाइसेस रहेंगे?
उनके लिए यही एडवाइस है कि फर्स्ट वन इज स्टिक टू योर नीश. ओके, जैसे मैंने बोला है थ्रू आउट दिस, हम लोग का अभी डिस्कशन भी जैसे कंटिन्यू हुआ था, तो उसमें मैंने वही चीज रिपीट करूंगा, फाइंड योर ओन नीश. आई फाउंड साइंस फिक्शन, you can find your any, for example, and then you find your and within that niche you have to find what else I am good at. For example, I am good at describing. Some people are more good at communication. वो है ना, कुछ ऑथर्स अपने ये के लिए क्या कहते हैं, प्रमोशन के लिए मीम्स का भी इस्तेमाल कर देते हैं, और वो ऑथर्स खुद भी बना देते हैं वो मीम्स. So they are good at ये what should I say, dialogues. ऐसे पॉइंट पे, so that should be the prime aspect of your novel. If you are good at description, stick to description. If you are good at dialogue, write a novel in that style. And third is obviously know your audience, have a safety net. Basically मैंने अभी जो बताया है, that is what I would like to advise younger authors.
Okay, so that's all for today, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed this episode, and if you do, then do follow our podcast Reading the Author, available on all the leading podcast platforms. And don't forget to buy and read the book. आप जस्ट Amazon पे जाएं, वहाँ पे सर्च करें श्रेयन लाहा, सर की बुक्स आ जाएंगी. ज़रूर खरीदें, पढ़ें और अपने जानने वालों के साथ, चाहने वालों के साथ ज़रूर शेयर करें. आप सर को इंस्टाग्राम पे भी फॉलो कर सकते हैं. सर का यूज़र नेम है श्रेयन लाहा, आप सर्च करें, सर की प्रोफाइल आ जाएगी, ज़रूर फॉलो करें. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on our show. Thank you for enlightening us with your thoughts.
Much appreciated. Thank you for providing this opportunity.
Pleasure.